did Sheeraz cheat? Did we find anything new? Did the commission make a statement? Did the coroner find anything? Did his wife update us on a situation about some findings that might have happened with regards to the cheating that Hamzah Sheeraz actually did, according to the Berlanga team, or at least his wife? Well, we're gonna find that out real quick in this video. But first, if you're new here, thank you for stopping in and dropping in for the first time. And if you're always a subscriber, thank you for the continued support. It has been awesome the last few weeks. Like telling you that, guys. Please continue to love. Whether you agree with me or not on my takes, it doesn't matter. We can talk about it in the comments. I'll put it in the comment. It's worthy of a video. I'll do that. Any boxes you want me to cover, hit it in the comment down below. I have response to almost every single comment that I can. So go ahead and comment down below. But first, did this Sheeraz actually cheat? Well, according to a lot of people in my comment section, you have a lot of ifs and a lot of beliefs and a lot of I thinks and a lot of those things. And I told one commenter, I hope you don't ever get in front of a judge that only needs to feel like he did crime rather than have evidence that he did crime, right? Like, I feel by the look that you have on your face that you did crime. Or another one that I got was, because Margarito cheated, therefore Sheeraz must have cheated. I don't even. But we're gonna take a look at some stuff right now, real quick. Now here's what now this is not just the only example. There's many examples, but I picked this because it was high profile, right? Here's what a good corner, right, in a high profile fight will do, and their job is, as you can see, Freddie Roach is the head trainer. It's either the head trainer or the chief second, and then mandatory to be there, right? It's you elect to be there, right? So the other corner, the other op has no obligation to you, right? They have no obligation to wait for you. They have no obligation to wait till you get there. Is, oh, you're sending your chief second? Okay, we're gonna hand wrap at 10 a.m. or whatever. If you ain't there, they're not waiting for you, right? So here we go.
So the saber he can use tonight.
Not in the rules. It says half inch only. Pour his tape.
Don't tell us something out there.
Where's our guy?
But I want
Now you see there, Freddie Roach, gamesmanship. He noticed something legitimate, but he knows he can let it go. But no, he doesn't want to. He's noticing, hey, you're using 2 inch instead of 1 inch. You're using the. This is him watching, and it's you see the commission is up to the side. The commission is up to this side right here. This is the commission, right? This is one of the commission. The other guy with the badge is the actual chief of the officer for the commission. So the commission's on this side, right here, and that's the officer for the commission right there. So he's the guy that's really supposed to be looking.
Somebody gets we got a problem with the tape already. Well, hold on, we arguing about the tape. We arguing about my hands already.
These are the twice as thick as the ones we use. We're allowed to go around.
Y'all can use the ones y'all want to use, right? It's a fire. Everything, the tape, the golf.
Now, the commission had mentioned to Freddie, oh, no, we can use the 2 inch. He was like, no, the rules state. So he was schooling the commission, in a sense, about the rules and the nuances, right? That's his job. That's what he's supposed to do, right? Now, Berlanga's team was there. Berlanga's team was present. Berlanga's team watched. The commission watched. The commission signed off. The ref looked at the gloves and the wraps, right? Also, and I didn't put it here because I couldn't find the video, but I saw the transcript. When Mayweather would get his hands wrapped, they will rub something on his hands, quote unquote, to protect his hands, right? But they used to let it go. So it's what you negotiate, not what you owe, right? Now we're gonna go here this out. People were complaining about the height of Sheeraz's hand wraps. The height look like, oh, look at that, look like great. There's right here. That's Floyd Mayweather's hand wraps. Look how much is on there. That looks even higher than what Sheeraz had. Floyd wasn't known as a puncher. Matter of fact, his hand was brittle. So we complain about the discoloration, and then we say, he had some resin. Then we gonna say that, oh, his hand wraps are too high. But there's Floyd Mayweather's hand wraps. He was never known as a puncher, like a devastating puncher. His stuff is fitted. All right, let's keep it moving. So we're gonna do this. Hold on. Let's put that right back up. The rotation. All right, we're gonna go here. So now you saw Floyd's. Actually, you know what? Let me do this. So this Floyd. I don't know what we're complaining about. I don't know what we're complaining about. Talking about look how it looks loaded. Look at Floyd's, right? And I'm not saying Floyd cheated at all, but there it is. Now I wanted to point something about Sheeraz. The white that would have that the yellow that would have been right here. You see, there's supposed to be yellow right between the pinky and the bend of the pinky, right here. It's supposed to be yellow. It's absent. It's not there. So what I really think you saw was just lighting. When you have off-white, not perfect white, it looks white to us, but if it's not true white, when you bend it, right, when light diffuses, it looks a different color. I don't want to listen. As an artist, I understand what the spectrum of light is and what color theory is. I don't have time to explain that here, but all I know is if you shadow non-true white, it will look yellow, and depending on the light source that's hitting it. So if you have a white light that's more cold, it'll look blue or gray. If you have a warmer light that's in the red spectrum, it will look more yellow or red. There we go on that one, right? Check this out. People saying, why only the right hand got taken off and not the left? Why did he was allowed to? There's Bernard Hopkins with just the left hand off. Why didn't they take off the other one? Because you know why? It just happens. Sometimes there's no nefarious reasons. It just doesn't happen. I'm not saying that he was led to the locker room with it on. Couldn't find that. But they were asking me, why was the left hand for Sheeraz not cut in the ring? Why was Bernard's hand not cut in the ring? Immediately after. They cut the right. Why they couldn't cut the left? It's right there. Is Bernard Hopkins a cheater? I don't ever think he ever got accused of it. Matter of fact, he made Tito Trinidad rewrap his hands, his team. His team made him rewrap. Guess who was? Nazim. And rewrap his hands. You know, like what he saw. But then we have Bernard in the same fight, a similar fight right here, never took off his wraps. When did they cut it? I don't know. And lastly, for those of you that say, that it doesn't turn yellow, this is immediately after taking the glove off. Immediately. You see the other ones, right? The other ones are nice and white. One knuckle is yellow. So while I'm still saying that Sheeraz's now, his yellowing could be a light, that could be an illusion of light, the fact still remains what I said before. Oils and metals in your hands, because you have metals, you have iron, you have different things in your skin when you sweat and all of that stuff and salts. When it gets caught into fabric, depending on what the fabric is, it will oxidize, sometimes quickly, within an hour or two, right there. So for those of you who said, find me the picture of yellow, there aren't many, but that's the best one I can actually show up close. You said come with receipts, and I did. So I'm not saying that Sheeraz did not cheat, that there was not a possibility of cheating. What I'm saying is it's up to the wife and his team to actually uncover the truth and actually show facts. I can't have a bunch of guys just because Berlanga was Puerto Rican telling me that because Margarito, because in 1983, because this happened, then therefore he should be guilty because there's corruption in boxing. Therefore he looks guilty. He didn't get knocked out by Canelo. When has Canelo knocked out anybody in recent memory? Canelo hasn't knocked out anybody in 5 years? All of a sudden now Canelo is the gauge that we're gonna go by. Canelo didn't knock him out, so how come Sheeraz did? Sheeraz is a younger guy. Sheeraz is taller. Sheeraz has more reach, more length. More momentum in his punches. Younger. You know what I'm saying? So before it was Canelo couldn't punch. Ever since he moved up, he's shy, he can't punch. That's why everybody's gonna beat him. Now all of a sudden, hey, he's a great puncher, and that's why he could, and Berlanga has a great chin. That's why Canelo couldn't knock him out. So how come Sheeraz knocks him out? That's suspect. All of a sudden, it's suspect. Listen, guys, I can't make this stuff up. I'm just here to help you guys out. I'm trying to give you some proof. I'm not saying this is definitive. I'm not saying this is the only proof. I'm saying this is hey, look, case closed. Because like I said, if there's any proof brought forward that actually shows that he cheated, I will make that video and I will eat crow on video and say I was wrong. But to that point in time, we can't ruin another man's career just because you don't like the way he looks. Or you don't like his promoter, the guy who's backing him. That's just not right. Did he lose against Adames? Yes. It is what it is. That's been throughout boxing, not just a Sheeraz situation. But let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? Do you think that I've shown you enough to maybe convince you that maybe nothing bad happened, or do you still think that Sheeraz is still a cheater no matter what because Margarito cheated? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video, and I'm out. Peace.